Hello to my Aries and my Aries rising friend, Sondra from For Your Chi. This is your February 2025 reading. Welcome to February. Okay, what do we have for you all? Well, this is an action-packed month. I'm not surprised because your ruler Mars comes back online. And what does that mean? Well, it means more energy, but it also means more action. So you are going to have the energy that it's going to be required for the things that come up this month, and that's a very good thing. You're also going to be feeling better this month as far as your energy is concerned. But your first house, where you're at the first 72 hours or so of February, you need to take, and this is not the first time that you'll get this message, this reading. This happens to show up at least one other time before we get to the extended even. You're going to need to take several moments of silence in order to hear your inner voice for 72 hours of February. Okay? Whatever you can do to get that silence. Even if it means you have to, when you drive to your destination, if you have to park the car and just sit in the car for a few minutes in order to hear the messages that are coming in. And you could have specifically a message from Archangel Michael, but even if you don't have a message from Archangel Michael is protecting you, okay? So these messages that are coming to you could have to do with some sort of protection advice. And, sometimes that involves having an idea of taking another route to work or traveling in a different method than you previously arranged or you previously thought. Something like this, okay? And one other thing. This could actually, someone could get a message, and I know this is very specific, someone could actually get a message about a different method of travel arrangements for a child, okay? Pay attention to that, listen to that. They're trying to help you. That could be even preventing something terrible from happening. That's why you need to pay attention and listen. Your second house. Your money, your stuff. You are learning lessons regarding money and perhaps purchasing right now. This information is very valuable and will yield you able to make better decisions in the future as a result of it, and you are feeling just absolutely superior as a result of learning this information. You're going to take this forward. You're very excited about this, or you will be. Your third house, your brother or sister, they could be taking a time out or on some sabbatical. Some of them may be even in rehab, or they may be off at a retreat, something like this. Sometimes this solitude card is the Four of Swords in traditional tarot. Sometimes it means a breakup, but it would mean a breakup for your brother or your sister, okay? Your fourth house. Your house of home where you currently live. Simply put, you need to ask for help around the house. Around the house, around the property. You need to, whoever you live with, if you live with anyone, kids, the partner, the soulmate showed up here in your fourth house. You may need to have a talk with your soulmate if this is someone that you live with. If it's not someone you live with, this could be a soulmate that visits you, or a person that you have spent other lifetimes with that's visiting you this month. This does not appear to be a new person to me, but maybe the old and familiar, if it is a new person, it could be that the old and familiar is coming back through the past lifetimes in this reading. But regardless of who this person is to you, they're coming, and you need to have a talk with them about balancing the to-do list, okay? Your fifth house. Fifth house rules children, but also rules your social life. However, children did show up. Now, usually if it's a child, usually it's a younger child or a middle child that will show up in the 5th house, whereas the older child shows up in the 11th house. That will be in the extended. But for this house, they want you to walk away from arguments with children. There's a child that wants to argue. Wow. I am shocked right now, right? That a child would want to argue. I think these kids, all they want to do is argue. And they're very ridiculous about it. It's not even, what they're saying isn't even grounded or rooted in any kind of logic. It's just somewhere out there in outer space. But the advice still is to not argue with this child whatsoever. Diffuse it somehow. Tell them you're going to talk about it later. And after a certain period of time, they will have cooled down, and then it will be time to start the conversation, but not when it first heats up like that. There could also be an argument that creeps up with a friend about a child. Okay? Watch out for that. Do not engage in that either. Your 6th house is work and health. You have an epiphany, an aha moment coming in relation to your work or your health. And here's the message again, where you need some quiet time to really get this whole download that is trying to come in. Okay? What else? Let's look and see who's in your 7th house of primary relationships as far as zodiac signs are concerned. Interesting. Okay, we've got a Chariot, which to me is a Gemini or a Cancer. You've got the Knight of Cups, a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. You also have the Wands here. That's a fire sign. Another Aries, which would be very interesting, right? Or a Leo or a Sagittarius. Okay, if you want to follow me in the extended, the link is below. We're going to be going over your 7th house of primary relationships and business partners, your intimacy, your contracts, your taxes, your legal matters, the source of your significant other's income, which looks very good. Your 9th house of school and travel, your 10th house of career and your mother, your 11th house of your child or your best friend, and the 12th house, what's about to happen 3 months from now in the month of May already. Many blessings to you, Aries. Take care. And it's on tier 2, by the way, or you could buy the video in the extended if you're interested.